This is Joe from Joe's Transformer Toy Reviews. What we have here is the Combiner Wars continuation. This is the torso piece for the Protectobots, for Defensor. This is Hotspot. Hotspot turns into a fire engine, fire truck, and he is, of course, the leader. The chest pieces, or the torso, is always the leader. This is a figure that I had as a child, and I liked him. The G1 figures used to have a piece that would go over the head of the torso robot to become the head of the combiner. It was always meant to bulk it out, to make it bigger, give it a different style, what have you. Defensor was different, Defensor Hotspot was different. The head of the robot was always, the combined robot, Gestalt, or whatever you want to call it, combiner, was always hidden in the ladder. This one tries a similar style, and I feel like it definitely succeeds. So we have here the figure, mostly powder blue, black, and some red. He has two guns here. Since he's not a limb, he doesn't have any combiner accessories. So these limbs, or guns, they are supposed to be fireball cannons, which does make sense for a fire truck to be using, but okay. The original one, basically the arms were part of the front end of the truck for the fire engine, and a little slot coming out for the hand. This is so much better. Like he looks more like a robot, and he's a toy you'd play with on your own. So a much appreciated enhancement of the original. Now you do have this massive assembly in the back. The ladder is huge, and it does get in the way. I find it kind of makes a nice little bit of water cannon that comes over his shoulders, though. I don't feel like it ruins the figure. It just something you need to be aware of. It creates a massive backpack, and if you don't like it showing, you're kind of don't have much of a choice, honestly. Not much you can do about it. He has a hidden joint in the knees. He needs to fold up to hide away to properly make him move. And it can be a little bit frustrating until you figure out what it is that you're actually supposed to be bending. So I do enjoy this the robot mode, but again, that's a problem. So we're going to transform him over to his fire truck mode. I feel like that one's probably the one that sacrifices the most to make this figure work. And I'll demonstrate. So remove the guns, of course. Fold the chest piece down, head goes in, fold this back up. Okay, now as a Voyager, they tend to go to $20 to $26, sometimes $30. Did not come with the comic book, only the deluxe sizes did. That kind of annoyed me, but whatever. This figure, honestly, is good enough by itself. It doesn't need further incentive to buy him. But again, your mileage may vary. So combine that in. Toes. Alright, now, this was the first time this mold was used, but it was quickly adapted for Onslaught from Bruticus. This figure that came out later. They basically removed the ladder and turned the whole thing around, where this part became the front instead of this side for this vehicle. Works fairly well. The combiner head was much more obvious, but they have each other own strengths. Alright, so this is a futuristic looking fire truck. Now, minor adjustments might be made for the legs here to make it work better, but I don't find that anything I do makes a big difference. See the regular robot head through here. This doesn't settle very well. Now, I don't mind it overall, but it's easily the weakest form of the robot. Still nice though. The cans go right here on the side. The ladder works, of course. So I mean, you know, definitely nice. Alright, now the torso mode. You won't get the full effect from the torso mode just because so much matters on the limbs, I find, but and it just doesn't make sense until you see that all together. So we have here, remove the guns. I'm going to transform him. He is mostly in robot mode when he's transformed for combiner mode, or gestalt, however you want to call it. He does something really nice with his ladder though, which I want to show. Okay, so out of the way. So we turn the arms here, and these connect in with pegs. This mold does have a problem with the shoulders. The other one, they have different solutions for each version of the mold. And this one, for the shoulders, you just move the arms to that degree, open up these slats. And then this whole ladder assembly falls onto here. These portions that fold out, I'm folding out right now, used to be on the original figure just a weird two-piece chest plate armor, and I never really cared for it. It did need to be there to properly not beef up, but to provide better stability, but I still didn't. I thought it was kind of weird and just not very appealing. So you wrap the ladder between the legs, and if you go too far, you don't get a very good connection. You kind of have to make sure that it looks like that. There's that gap there. That's what you need. Actually, hold on. Yeah, there's still the gap. Alright, now at the very top, put the head, that section down, the ladder, fold this down, looks like a collar type thing, and put the head together. That is Defensor. I honestly like this mode. It makes him, like someone actually pointed out that the way that the head looks like a police officer with sunglasses on. I concur. But now I do enjoy having spots for extra weapons. This does not really give you, so to speak, extra weapons for the torso. You can technically put something on the arms, but they don't actually go anywhere really that useful. For his weapon, his main weapon as a robot, you would take his two guns and go put them end to end. Take a longer gun. It is a little dumb looking. I don't mind though, but some people just use them two separate ones. They are fairly large. They look like a little bit bigger than a pistol. You know, like a mid-range gun in each hand for them. So I mean, you get some options with them. So I do enjoy this figure. A little bit of like the black definitely shows through more in this mode. Definitely worth checking out. Defensor is a really good, well-developed figure or combiner. So definitely recommend for children and adults. He is a little bit complicated for children to transform, but if they can figure it out, then they're probably going to enjoy him. He's a little less stable in fire truck mode. Fire trucks are very popular with many children, so it might disappoint them if that's the worst mode. But that's my review for him. I do think he's worth collecting, especially for Defensor. And I would definitely recommend him to anyone who enjoys the Combiner Wars series. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Please comment or tell me if you would like to see any differences or changes. This is Please like and subscribe to the video. This is Joe from Joe's Trains. For more toy reviews, please tune in again to see the final combination. That Defensor will be reviewed along with Groove, the chess piece in this case. We'll go right across there. Thank you very much.